Hello, everybody. It's Bendominator, and welcome back to another episode of the Bendominator podcast. Today, we are on episode 18, and we are joined by fellow dev team members. I guess we'll just introduce ourselves, starting with Adrawls.
Hello, I'm a guy who does stuff.
We also got Advil,
Howdy, chat room.
and we got SwirlsOhMy.
Hello, it's me.
And he was not on the last episode, but he is here now, which is
Yay.
pretty base. We did a dev team episode before. But
Yeah,
he's
was
here
me
now.
not-
And also set up so you can see our little profile pictures moving and grooving out here. So
Yeah,
you see,
we're just
he's a
going
little-
off.
you see a little swirl.
so you can tell who's talking from the intro.
Yeah,
Also,
Yeah.
unless you're listening to this like a.
Unless you're an
little-
audio listener, which is kind of impossible because we're not on
So
Spotify.
Spotify does that.
basically, you should probably get really mad at Ben because he said only 2 dev team members would be here today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did specify 2 dev team
Oh,
members.
Well, that was
There's
the
a balance
plan.
of
Yeah.
That was the
Probably
plan.
Spam dislike. You should probably.
Yeah, you
spam
could probably
dislike.
spam the dislike button. I don't really care. It gives interaction anyway. It helps the channel. So
Yeah,
get
Exactly.
trolled. To get trolled, I guess.
yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. Chat room.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are on episode 18 of the podcast. Of course, not a whole ton of stuff. I feel like I say this every week. It's like there's not a whole ton of stuff to talk about.
It never is.
But
Just how recently.
that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
But there actually is some interesting stuff, of course. I made a video this week, which actually did very, very well, so thank you guys so much. But the crew, they announced like 3 different skins for it, and I think they're all really cool. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
they're
What is that one? The goopy guy. He looks really cool. His outline looked.
The
That's gonna be probably a good skin. What is his name?
are you talking about the what's it called?
Cooper Reborn or whatever.
Yeah, it was like the Chaos Agent one,
Yeah,
yeah,
him.
that guy.
Him.
Very nice.
Chaos Reborn or whatever.
But the
Looks
current
way
one
better.
is also.
Dude, I'm so
Yeah.
excited. That's gonna be my favorite crew skin by
Yeah,
far.
that looks awesome.
All 3 of them look pretty nice, I think.
Yeah, they're
and
gonna be
their
like top tier.
backstory. Their backstory
Uh,
is really good too.
Yeah, they're gonna have some storyline with them, which is pretty interesting.
Even though
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the storyline. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Because it's good storyline, I think at least, and they're pretty good skins. So
Yeah, they're all really
Chaos Agent had kind of a storyline, but it ended
yeah,
fairly quick.
they didn't really do anything with him. It's
Yeah,
weird
he's
how
just-
he looks cooler in his past.
Yeah.
Like he looks way more powerful in his past. And now
Definitely.
current Chaos Agent is so sad. All he has is a suit and a little hazmat mask.
Yeah.
yeah, and then he can take it off, and he's just
He's like, I
He's
am
with a
so
loopy guy.
evil.
he's
I
the little-
am the evil man.
Yep. That's
I
how he
am
is.
the cartoon cat.
No, we can't. Dude, we can't talk about the cartoon cat here, dude. That's awful.
And so, do you want this
Fine,
video
this
to get
will
flagged?
kill us.
Do you want this to be demonetized? Cartoon cat. He will kill you if he catches you.
Like, come on,
Scary.
man.
Say that,
Come on.
Ben.
Yeah,
He'll
be
kill me
careful.
now.
He will.
You know-
I mean, he was
you-
going to anyway.
Did you know if you
So-
go into like the bathroom at like 3 a.m. and scream cartoon cat like 3 times in there, a creature called your mom will send you to a place called the adoption center.
That's
Great
really
stuff.
terrifying.
That is
It
terrible.
is.
I haven't heard that joke before.
I,
Angels.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No one's ever heard of
dude, J Balvin got a Nike, bro. Isn't that wild?
Whoa, that's kind of insane.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
They-
they made a
they-
shoe for him for Fortnite. It's like the shoes he wears in the game. It's wild.
I thought
I think they
don't know.
did. They did something like that with like the what? What did they do? Like
Was
that
that
for
Nike?
Travis Scott?
No.
No, what was it? What was the
They gave
skin?
him they gave him a burger.
They
of
did
some-
another shoe deal with another skin, and you like had the shoes
Oh yeah,
as the
I
skin.
do remember hearing something.
I
about
don't
that.
remember which skin it was though.
Ben and
Yeah.
Jerry's.
But they're doing for Ben and Jerry's collab.
Nike and Ben and Jerry's had a collab.
Did they
Those
actually?
shoes, the shoes costed like $13,000.
Oh, I don't even know how much these shoes
They
cost.
look bad.
Oh, I'm dumb. It's literally the what was the guy? The basketball player.
Oh, LeBron.
LeBron James. Dude, my
Steph Curry?
Basketball guy.
the basketball guy.
Oh,
They
Yeah,
made it.
Curry,
I think
bro.
he had the shoes.
He got
yeah.
I think that
I
was
feel
the
like
thing.
there were multiple. Of
They
them. I
sold
feel
his shoes because he wore them in the Fortnite skin. He
In the
wore
Fort-
Nikes.
Yeah.
A lot of skins wear Nikes in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Very popular brand.
It's like one of those background collabs. That's not
Is-
like we're collabing with Nike,
Is
but
there
it's like
even
it's
a
there.
shoe store-
Yeah.
Like the
Is
Reddit
there even a
collab.
shoe store on the island?
I don't. There
No.
should be. They should
Yeah,
have a
maybe-
Nike PO.
Well,
entire
actually, there's
PO.
probably like a clothing.
Call
The
it
Nike-
like they
Nike
can
Fig-
rename Retail Row to Nike.
Nike Row.
Nike
Yeah.
Row. Yeah.
Micro.
No way, dude. Yeah, they should just have. They should sell every single time a skin wears shoes. It's Nikes, and then
Yeah.
they sell them.
That would be really
Bright
be
Bombers
tricky.
Nikes.
Actually, you can go
As, like,
to
a
the
back bling or
store
a
and
keychain.
play real V-Bucks to buy.
Dude, they just have a Nike backbling. It's a Nike shoe and it has a bunch of edit styles.
That would be cool, actually.
That'd
It's like
actually
the
be pretty sweet. Yeah, it's like the backboard.
nice.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Imagine,
I mean,
like,
I
you
don't know
can
what that would be
customize
used
the
for.
shoes on a skin. That would be next level.
I want to
game.
wear a shoe on my back, chat.
Yeah.
That's where you
Oh, I
always.
love shoes. Shoes are so shoe. If you shoe what I shoe.
I don't.
Like,
Okay, well that's not nice.
I'm surprised there isn't a skin that has like a Fortnite shirt that's like I paused Fortnite to be here. With like Nikes
Just like
and
average gamer.
Average.
Yeah,
The gamer.
the gamer.
It's the Cade
Chat
skin. He
doesn't
should have
know
worn.
this.
Cade should have
Chat
worn
doesn't
that.
know this, but I knew a kid who wore that shirt. It was weird.
That's scary. It sounds terrifying.
It
Yo, dude,
was
it-
terrifying.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Someone pinged in dev chat. I hope that wasn't.
I like-
Oh wait, no. It was, okay,
Okay.
that's
makes
fine.
sense.
That's good. We're
I
all
like
good.
I did.
Also, Wild Weeks are back. They're doing the second one, and it's actually pretty cool. There's
I haven't played the
bouncers.
first one.
There's Rift to Go, which is things that should be in the game anyway, but hey.
Yeah,
They're here for
it's
this
a-
week.
At least they're in.
Well, we got some,
It's weird that they're
actually-
still calling it Wild Week, even though like
yeah,
that's like the
Yeah.
branding for like last season. It's interesting.
Wild Week. I guess it was because. Oh, sorry. I guess it's because like they rhymed, like fell, died.
Well, as
not a-
alliteration.
I get
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
it's alliteration. Doesn't
Wild
matter.
Week.
Alliteration.
They should have
Oh.
called it.
You don't know. Considering what happens in Jackbox,
What
you have
the
no
heck?
idea what rhyming means.
Don't bring that
It's a
up.
scary
It's
time.
we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that here. But no,
Brilliant.
yeah, I guess that's why. But it's cool. I like them doing that. It seems like they're gonna do that at the end of each season now, which is cool. It switches things up a little bit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I just wish
So-
they did some crazier things other than just unvaulting some random things.
even though it switches it up, I'm still not gonna play the game.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
enough to make me want to like play.
Today was
Yeah.
like the only day where I played a lot of Fortnite. More
Yeah.
than
I guess it was a good amount.
and
of
the
fun.
only fun part was imposters and I guess some
I
creative.
just like trolling people and imposters. It's funny.
You
Oh,
I'm
man,
bet
just
those-
spamming. I'm the
and
imposter. I'm the
then
imposter.
the
They
imposter
should add
was
vents
like,
to that
nope,
game.
I
I'm
was
the
not
imposter.
doing my tasks.
They
I
should.
signed
Yeah. Why are there no vents? You can't even vent.
It wouldn't
That's
it wouldn't
messed
even
up.
be called venting. It would be called like rifting.
Yeah, they
I
should
guess.
just have like a rift map board where you can choose
Oh,
place
yeah,
to
that'll be-
rift.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
He rifted. Chat. He's rifting.
Well, if they had rifts, they shouldn't have PLE party because that would be way too
Oh,
overpowered to get.
well, Peely Party's annoying anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
the
fine.
idea, at least for me, it was like you have to go to a certain like area to rift because like in Among Us the vents are
Yeah, I
only
know.
in certain parts of the map. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But
And you have to
that
have
way
the portal open.
people would be able to see you like messing with the little pad, and they'd be like, "Uh-oh, he's gonna rift."
He's
Yeah.
It'd be like really
rifting.
obvious. It'd be like a giant rift thing. Be really
Yeah.
obvious. to tell.
And then it'd make like a noise and like it's super loud and super annoying and then it makes another noise.
It's like Rick rifted, chat.
Oh, or what
He's
if
like,
you like
no, he did.
I
So
have
sorry.
an idea. So like what if so how it works is like you can rift to any like spot, but it's like how like PLE stuff and like how like you turn everyone to PLEs or rift or use a random rift, you know that the system?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you would pull it up, you would like have a whole animation of you like teleporting, and you can pick which it would have like certain spots of rifts you can go to, and you can pick whichever one. But like
Yeah,
whenever
but
you
it's like
do it,
really loud and obnoxious.
yeah, it'll make a very loud, obnoxious noise from where you were, but then it won't like, but like it'll then make a very loud, obnoxious noise all around the map where the rifts are. So you
Yeah.
know, it's very
You just gotta
Hard
kind of
to-
be there and be like,
thought-
know who did it.
maybe a little cool thing.
I thought maybe there would be like this unstable rifts around, and you have to use the rift gun to go into them.
Yeah.
And you can go to the
That would also
specific
be
area
cool.
that you want to go. And
Monsters.
then you can like once you're there, you don't instantly pop out. You have to like jump to get out, so people don't see you. Just come out when you have a good control over it.
It's just
So,
weird
that's
seeing a
good.
Fortnite mode. Like, Fortnite's done things where they, like, take inspiration from the games before, but there's no, like, twist to imposters. Like, it's literally just Among Us.
It's just Fortnite
Bit of
themed
a
Among
twist.
Us.
It's,
So
like,
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a lot more interesting if there was some sort of twist, something that made it unique. Like,
Yeah.
maybe different, like,
Royale
more
was
than
a
two,
new-
because, like, you have agents and imposters.
it
I
was
know a
not-
lot of games like that have multiple different, like, class types that aren't just agent and imposter. Like, you have, like, spy, like, even just, like, if you look at, like, murder mystery games, like, you have the killer, and then you have the like, the innocents,
the
and then you
sheriff.
have the actual, like, the
detectives.
sheriff,
Yeah.
who is meant to kill the imposter. I feel like
Yeah.
even that little tiny thing makes it a bit more interesting.
I
Definitely.
like,
They
yeah.
could have
Makes it
done
more
something like that, or even just had like a trickster thing that was able
Yeah.
to play like do stuff
Ooh.
like Peely Party and stuff independently from the imposter.
Yeah,
He'd be what we like to call the trolley class.
I feel like there's little things they could have done to make it more interesting, but the map itself looks really nice.
The detail that they put.
And
I just wish there was more maps.
supposedly it's like that can all be done within Creative 2.0. I don't know how true that is, but if that's the
Mhm.
case, then it's a really
Yeah.
cool like showcase of it.
Because like
If anything.
Fortnite's made
I
in
wanna-
Creative 2.0.
I just
Yeah.
want more maps
Basically.
because honestly, the map gets old on imposters.
Yeah, but I don't know what else would they do. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's cool to like actually be able to go to the IO base, even though they somehow messed up like the small amount of like they already retconned things that we saw in the trailers.
Yeah,
Like
they
when
did.
did Agent Jonesy's thing have a
Office
giant
and-
window behind it? And
yeah,
wasn't there supposed to be a door leading from that straight to the rift thing? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was weird. I don't know
Like
why.
they already retconned stuff, but whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it's fine.
Maybe it was just for artistic
I
appreciation.
guess.
I think it's mainly just for map design standpoint. Like,
Yeah.
it would be dumb to have like you don't go to a door, like a tiny little door, and then you're in Agent Jones' office in that whole area. I
Yeah,
do
like,
really like
imagine
the
the map just
cafeteria and
being-
stuff.
Like, just imagine the map being a bunch of hallways. That would be so unenjoyable.
Yeah,
But-
exactly. If it was just like a normal office the whole way.
Yeah.
But they have interesting things like cafeteria and all these different things.
Yeah.
They have like a
Use-
bunch of interesting rooms, and they all have like storyline purpose. Like the factory where you can see them putting like the loot into the chests and stuff. That's really cool.
The storm thing.
Yeah, that was really
the-
cool. All of that stuff.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Nice.
It's like
touches of
actually like actual good world building, which is
Yeah.
really nice. It's nice to see stuff like that. I like it a lot.
Even though I still understand IO.
Yeah, I mean the story still makes no sense, but at least it keeps
but,
me
like-
it gets me more interested in the world.
They're trying better. They're trying.
They're
a
doing
little
better.
bit.
I mean, I don't know. They've been doing. I feel like the storyline was really good in like when they introduced Agent Jonesy and then they did the Foundation. This season kind of
Yeah.
messed it up because like
Yeah.
the
I
story,
don't know.
the storyline for this season, the storyline trailer makes like no sense at all,
Yeah.
and it really
Yeah,
bothers me.
I
But
don't
now
know
they're
where
redeeming
any-
themselves again with the
Well,
IO stuff. So I don't know.
What about it doesn't make sense? I'm just wondering.
I just.
That
So-
aliens just randomly appear.
Yeah. what-
Yeah, but that's always happened in
I
Fortnite.
mean, yeah. I mean, well, that's the thing though. Like, Fortnite's always had messy storyline, but the reason it confuses me so much is because they seemed like I don't know if it's really that it doesn't make sense. It just threw me off in a way that I don't like because it seems like they had a plan for the story. Like they had Agent Jonesy, they had the Foundation, and they introduced him to be a big part of the story and the 0 point, and then they removed all three of those things that made it interesting
Yeah.
in one
Yeah.
trailer, and it
Yeah.
completely destroyed my interest.
Yeah, I
like Dwayne
see
the
that.
Rock Johnson. Like
I
whatever.
mean, I guess it
happened to
like it doesn't really make sense, but Fortnite never makes sense. But like, I mean, I guess it's fine. Like the aliens are here, that's fine, whatever. Like I could follow it. It's just like the three major things of the storyline that were keeping it interesting for me are just gone now. And now they're kind of bringing it back because now they're like, oh, IO is here, and like they addressed Agent Jones in the Imposters trailer, which I think was a really good trailer. But it's still not enough for me, and the fact that they're now introducing Sloan as well is like,
Yeah.
okay. I can already
Also-
tell you're not going to use Sloan after this season.
Yeah. Also, a thing that I'd just like to say. I don't understand the part where they're like, Agent Jonesy betrayed us and now he's working with some-" And it supposedly it's not
I mean, he's
someone
working
else.
with the 7, I guess, is what they're
Yeah,
implying.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
But,
Actually,
But like, no. My question is, he didn't betray IO till he realized, hey, wait a minute, they're not doing anything to stop the 0 point. They just want me to run and like
I mean,
kill
yeah,
them
Yeah.
but
in
he's still
space.
betrayed him.
So like, yeah,
Who
he
was-
betrayed them, but like it wasn't like him planning this over several years with like close colleagues, like or like some other people. You know, I don't understand that part. Also, like,
yeah. I was
yeah,
just
like
about to
he
say
just that was on like a whim. He was just
Yeah,
like,
that was
you
just a
guys
rant.
aren't gonna
But
stop
technically,
me.
he did betray.
He wasn't
The
planning this. Like, I
season-
gotta get an allies and everything. He was just like, if no one's gonna help me, I better do it myself. Literally, that's the entire point of him doing it. No one on IO was helping him, so he did it himself.
Yeah, because
And now they're just retconning that. Like, I
in
don't
the
know.
season
Like, that's
5
dumb.
trailer, he
They just wanted to
Sloan
make
called him to tell him to go stabilize the 0 point and get people or whatever. I don't.
yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
did it, and then while he was getting people,
Yeah.
he realized that IO isn't helping him. So
Yeah.
the trailer's saying that when he was working here, he betrayed us. He wasn't working alone. His entire
Yeah.
focal point was working alone.
He literally, because
I
no
don't-
one on IO was gonna stop the 0 point. He worked by himself to stabilize it. That's what he did, and he
Yeah.
kind of did. But he
I
will
mean,
use himself.
technically, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
okay, I understand like the
Like-
whole argument, like, yeah, like, there's no way he actually was working with people behind the scenes that whole time.
Yeah.
But he was betraying them ever since like the season 5 trailer, because Sloan
Mhm.
was specifically told him not to go mess with the 0 point or whatever.
No, he
He
just
didn't
didn't
in
hear
that
that.
trailer.
Did
He just
Because
No, he just
it was
didn't hear
like there was like the Galactus event happened and Sloan was on the phone and she was
They
like,
just-
"Do not do whatever." It's like, Jonesy,
They
do not.
They just
And he
didn't hear
did
him.
it.
Well, he didn't hear him.
I mean,
That's
he
the whole
explicitly like dropped the phone. Like he's like, you know what? I don't care what you have to say. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
like, I'm
I
out
don't
of here,
know.
dude. Which, yeah,
Well,
again, but like,
Here.
who is he? Like, he
Him
wasn't
being an
working with
idiot.
people before. The Seven didn't even trust him
Like,
until
yeah,
like
he
the
had-
Foundation
yeah.
didn't trust him until.
Like the Foundation didn't even know who he was. He's just like, this guy looks like he works
And the
for
Foundation
IO.
got nothing out of that transaction. We don't know
Well,
who
the Foundation
Gino and the
kinda
sisters are.
knew
Yeah,
who
we don't know who those people are. Also, another thing.
Wait,
I
no,
love
no,
how
no, no.
Donald Mustard just said, for years to come. Like, I
Wait,
don't
wait.
wanna
I
know.
just rewatched the trailer. She didn't say don't touch the 0 point. She said don't draw the attention of the 7. So,
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That-
so he kind of did that.
Well, that was
yeah,
only
he did
because
that
it
at
was
the end because he realized that
Yeah.
IO
Well,
was being.
touching the 0 point would draw the attention of the 7 anyways. So.
Yeah, I
well, he
think
had to
that's the
stabilize it,
implication.
so he had to stabilize it. But
I
yeah.
don't know why we're talking about Fortnite storyline.
Yeah, well, we're just talking about how it
It's
makes no
confusing.
sense and how it's a bad storyline.
Trying to understand it. I don't get
Yeah.
it. It's
don't
fun.
know.
It's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
That's my thing about it. It's always fun to talk about, but it's never for me. It's never fun to take it seriously.
Exactly.
Just like so confusing and stuff. Like what?
It's like, what
Yeah.
is-
It's confusing. for no
I had
reason.
a lot of hope when they did the Agent Jonesy and the Foundation stuff, and they just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Maybe they will in the future, but at this point, my interest is gone because they were like, "Oh, we got to introduce Sloan and IO," which is something they
Yeah.
probably should have done first. If
Yeah.
like, wouldn't you
Yeah.
think you would want to introduce and establish the world Agent Jonesy lives in and interacts with before establishing Agent Jonesy himself?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like storytelling 101. Establish the
I mean-
setting, and then the characters, and then tell your story.
I
I like
think
that
they
too.
wanted to shroud it more in mystery. That's why they revealed.
I
Or
guess
the
that's
first
true.
one, And then the
I
second.
guess.
But it just doesn't. It's just messy. It doesn't work out very well.
Yeah.
Also, this is why the logger is better.
Yeah, so much better.
Every reason the Logger is a better character than Agent Jones.
Number one, he has a background already existing.
He's
So
a
before-
character.
So,
Well,
He's-
hold
no,
up,
he's
hold
just
up, hold
based.
up.
He's just
well, I'm
based.
about to explain it.
Well, don't. We're not doing that here.
Explain it.
Oh, I was just gonna say he lives in
Well, okay. Well,
Oh, yeah.
like
that's fine.
so.
I just don't
you
want.
made it sound like you were gonna explain something else.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No, so I
we
was
don't
just
need
gonna
to talk
say-
about the Logger right now, though.
We know the
Uh,
law.
I
We
was
know
just gonna
that.
say, see, you already know Pipe Police exist, and then you get introduced to a logger, so you already know what he does, basically.
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess.
Because
Yeah.
well, yeah.
And then you get to
What
learn.
It's a bit more
his-
complicated with that though, because he came later. But yeah,
Whatever.
if you want to know the storyline of Brim, I made a podcast on it already, which
Yeah.
is the main reason I don't want to discuss it here. It's because we
Yeah.
I already
Talk
explained it.
Oh, about it.
Entire story of Boom Royale right now. Can we do that?
Like,
Yes,
are-
it's fun.
But
It's
yeah,
fun, yeah.
No.
Fortnite storyline's wacky. I like what Imposters is doing with it. I like how they're world building and having, like, we kind of know what IO is now, which is nice.
Also,
love
the
it.
I
Kevin.
hope they do more stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope. I don't know. I hope next season we get to see Agent Jonesy and the Foundation again. I hope we get to know who Gino and the sisters are. Like,
Well, I don't know.
Actually,
I
I
know.
kind of realized something. I think if they're put into the battle pass, their story's over.
Heh.
yeah, I
Well,
guess
I'll
Agent.
never see him again.
Maybe.
I guess I don't know.
Because Agent Jonesy's put in the battle pass, he doesn't matter anymore.
I guess that's
when the
Oh,
visitor
yeah.
was put in the battle
because
pass.
I guess if you're a skin, you're stuck in the loop. So
So is
And then
Agent.
Sloane's in the battle pass.
Yeah, Agent Jones is stuck in the loop. I still think that he, like, the cow skin that they released is him.
Yeah,
That's
it
It's funny.
definitely is him. No, the reason there
Jonesy.
can't be any more like Jonesy skins is because like Jonesy can't go into is not going into loop anymore because he's stuck in, which is why the cow skin
But how,
has
like,
to be Agent Jonesy because he was stuck in the loop prior to
well,
like
how
just
were
be a
there
pretty
Jonesy
thing.
skins before him if he was already, like,
oh
wasn't he
because
already looped? And then
no so
Agent Jonesy is a looped version of normal Jonesy,
I don't know.
and he
Well,
was
I'm-
just like, he was a variant that escaped or something.
what I'm assuming is that like every single time like Agent Jonesy goes into like the loop that he every time he comes out like there's a version of him that stays inside the loop that
Well,
looks like him, which is why Agent Jonesy
Yeah,
became a
it's like
Battle
that.
Pass
But
skin.
there was a bunch of Jonesy skins before Agent Jonesy was even.
Well,
I
yeah,
heard
because
something
like he
that
went into the loop with like disguises. Like if you go into his like room in the
Uh,
Imposters LTM, it doesn't make sense because
Oh.
I
so
don't
he's been messing around in the island like
Yeah, and
from the
also
start.
I'm pretty sure.
But
I
is he
so
the original Jonesy, or is he just like
Yeah.
a variant
Yeah.
of like the defaults?
No,
No, the
so wait,
original.
how
The default
how
is
do
a snapshot of him.
Okay.
yeah. So how do I explain this? So in like the Batman Fortnite or 0 Point Batman
Oh, I
Fortnite,
don't even
whatever it's
bring this
called.
up.
Yeah, but there's just a section when they have like IO created like clones of Batman and the other person who was also there. I don't know remember their name.
Deathstroke.
No, it was Catwoman.
Oh,
Yeah,
Catwoman.
it was a Catwoman. They just made clones, and
It was a
that's like
woman.
oh yeah, it was a woman. That's why you know the skin that got released in the item shop for the Batman comics. That was the variant that IO created and put into the loop. So I guess IO can create clones of the people who are in the loop.
Okay.
So that's
One.
why. So that makes sense because like if Agent Jonesy joins or goes into the loop, then like if people see him, they gotta remember him, I guess. But their minds get erased anyways. I guess they just put clones of him
But
in
now
anyways.
Agent Jonesy himself is stuck in a loop.
Yeah, and he's disguised himself as the cow person because well
Yeah.
he's a cow. I feel like I should
But
know that.
now, yeah, which is
Well,
They probably
confusing
know.
though because he's in the loop, but he became a cow. But you
Yeah,
Well,
can
he-
still use Jones. You can still
I don't
use
know.
Agent Jones.
Oh, okay.
I guess
So
I
And
don't
how
know,
do his
maybe
edit
the-
styles work? If he was stuck in the loop as his final version, then why can I use his previous versions?
I don't know. Maybe edit styles.
It's wacky.
Also, I got a question.
Yeah,
What
what's up?
explains pets?
They're just.
Oh.
Bonesy,
okay, like,
he took
Bonesy
Bonesy
is
in one
in-
time.
Yeah, like because
dog.
Bonesy's in Imposters. That means all
He
the
probably
other
just took
animals are
Bonesy to the island one time, and he's like, "Yo, he just went to
Here's
play
Bone-
catch."
Yeah.
Fetch, dog, catch. What
He
he
just came back, and he's like, "Oh, I guess you're still in the loop." And also the backpack you were in when I took you there for some reason.
Lol.
How do backblings work, bro? Are they
No
stuck
one
in the?
knows.
He
But
takes
there's
a
one thing-
backpack.
There's one thing that I don't understand about the Imposters trailer, and it's that Sloane says that Io has been controlling the islands for thousands of years.
Yeah, how old are
We
those
must.
people?
We must have joined the island. I mean, obviously, people already live there because there was
Yeah.
built like stuff when we got there.
Yeah,
Like when
Well, it
when
was
season
so
0 of chapter 1 started.
I
There was
don't know.
already.
Maybe
They
it's
probably
fine.
started. They probably started from the Stone's Age.
Yeah.
I mean, of
The
course,
Brick
the
Age.
primal era was probably a thing, and I
Oh,
was
wait.
probably there
The
for it.
Brick Age, bro.
Oh wait, I guess I have a
So-
theory maybe. So like you know how like it switches from day and night in Fortnite and has like an actual time cycle? Maybe because like of how fast it is, maybe like if you catch it up it is like thousands of years.
Like time moves faster and.
But
I
then
mean,
again, 'cause
I would guess IO, like time and IO, it's like Loki, like time and IO doesn't move.
Because like
I don't know.
they've lived for thousands of years and they're outside of the loop, so it must have been not the sped up time.
Oh, so they had to
Also-
take inspiration from Loki, right? Like
Also,
Donald
how
Mustard had to know the people working on it or something.
Yeah,
Also,
he did.
How did Thanos get in the loop?
Because he's a funny
How
guy.
did he get in there?
Because Thanos
How
is
did the little-
based.
When he died, he actually just got sent to the loop. So
Yeah, he got snapped and he just went whoosh,
Yo.
and he went into the Fortnite
he's like,
universe.
"Whoa, Fortnite guys, come on."
The Fortnite universe is actually the afterlife.
Also, wait,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Fortnite lore anymore. It's getting. This is a lot of the podcast
It's a lot,
now.
bro. But it's fun.
Yeah,
It's
good
something to
talk.
talk about.
We
Yeah.
talk about it probably after.
What else would we talk about?
Would you rather talk about the fact that Fortnite is now planning to update the Discovery tab for Creative Mode? Which is
No.
going to make it
No.
easier for you to find maps, and it's going to make it easier for Creative to get theirs featured. Let's talk about
Okay,
that.
And also,
Actually,
Unify Royale now.
before we talk about that, Mr. Dominator. So you sent an edit style leak official. Is that actually official?
No.
Okay, thank I was terrified.
On.
Anyway,
I
so
don't know what we're talking
Fortnite
about.
Creative, there was a big thing on Discord that I was following for a while. If you're in Fortnite Creative feature chat, then you've probably heard about it. But pretty much what's happening is that there's gonna be a new website for getting your maps featured, of course, and it's going to allow you to get them featured on the Discover tab specifically. And if the map does well enough, they'll put it in like the hub and they'll reuse it there.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's awesome.
But this is going to allow people to not only make it easier and get like a lot more maps featured at once, but also people are going to be able to incorporate custom thumbnails, and you're going to be able to actually view trailers on the Discovery tab.
Oh, wow.
So-
That will
We
help
should
your
put trailer.
Royale like a lot.
Yeah.
If we could do that.
That's helpful.
So each time you submit, you need an image and trailer, which are included to better engage with your audience. Of course, select the island that you want to submit, provide all the information, very similar to normal getting your island featured. It seems like it's going to be a bit more streamlined, which is very good. And of course, the island trailer rules are pretty much all the same as they have been for at least, because there's always been rules for trailers, just because sometimes if you get like the top featured spot, like in the featured portals themselves in the hub, Fortnite will want your trailer so that they can tweet it out like they did with Brim.
Oh, yeah.
So there's always been rules for that, but they're usually like only if like you have a better chance of getting featured if you submit a trailer to them. But
That's cool.
so they don't always use the trailers. But if you get in the Discovery tab, they will use the trailer, and it is required, it seems.
Did they notify you if you're in the Discovery tab?
I'm sure they would. I mean, it's a completely separate website, so it's a different process. I don't know. I'm guessing like you'll still be able to submit the old way and
Probably.
get it in the hub, but maybe you need to go through Discovery first now, and then you get in the hub
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's probably
as
that.
well, which will be interesting, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. It seems like they're gonna make it easier. Hopefully they'll add a search capability so you can search for maps by name and stuff. But I'm excited for it. And then it seems like they're also gonna revamp the playlist selection menu. Maybe they'll become. It seems like they're gonna become one and the same.
Oh.
Like you can do like change game mode, and then you can like select solos, squads, or whatever. You can
That's
select
cool.
whatever LTMs are out, and then you can go to like the creative tabs and
Yeah,
select the
yeah.
thing from there. That's what
Yeah.
it seems like. Of course, we don't know exactly yet, but
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. And of course, once that should be coming out in the next few weeks, is what they say.
That's
Website
cool.
should be up in the next few weeks. So
That's
once
actually-
that comes out, I'm going to be submitting Brim season
Of
3.
course.
Speaking
And
of coming soon,
maybe a good
can't
feature.
wait for those swords. Those are gonna be awesome.
Yes,
those would be really
please,
cool.
Fortnite, bring the
Yeah,
swords.
that would be cool.
We need the
Really.
swords, bro. I want them.
Please.
I'm excited for that.
I know,
Yeah, I
right?
wonder if there's any other crazy creative stuff
Uh,
other than
um,
that. Not a whole ton. I mean, there's gonna be an update tomorrow by the time we're uploading this.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least I assume so.
I hope so.
We could talk about the creative.
But yeah,
Two days from now.
we're currently recording this on a
Sunday.
Sunday, but it'll probably be out early tomorrow anyway. So even if you're watching this right as it comes out, they still wouldn't have announced the update.
Yeah.
But it's been in staging for like a week, so they do
Well,
it every 2 weeks. So it should be out. Maybe they'll delay it a week because it's like near the end of the season and there's only like 3 weeks left. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But there's
But,
one more update slated for this season.
There is some big stuff. Not big stuff, but there's some stuff happened in the creative community. Mustard Plays released a
Axial
Minecraft
Oh yeah,
server.
Axial Tilt.
Yeah, he released a cool Minecraft
Cool
server.
map.
Pretty cool one,
Minecraft server and creative pretty much. It's
I've
cool.
said this to you guys, but I'll say to the viewers. So I feel like most creative maps, like right now, were all about like MMOs and all about role playing. They were like maps with like no purpose besides role playing and stuff like that. They're like all like Roblox maps. That's how I saw it. But now with this like Mustard Plays map, it more feels like a Minecraft server, which
Yeah, it's like multiple
yeah.
games in one. Like you have a lot of things
Yeah.
to do, which is really cool. I
I
think
like
the map
concept.
turned out really well. The map
Yeah.
looks amazing. The map seems to play fine from what I tested.
Yeah,
I didn't play it too long, but I had an enjoyable time. It's just the problem with all these maps is that there's no like end goal to any of them.
A map with no
There,
reason. A game with no.
And I don't even know. Does it even stack like track stats? Like, is there a leaderboard?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
there.
so.
Well, you can
'Cause that would
complete.
be
So
good.
I can explain it. I don't think there's a leaderboard, but how it does work is if you're like the top player in this current game, they'll like display an image of you. It's only for the box fights and red versus blue,
Okay.
and also you can complete achievements in them. I don't know how you like complete them, but I know if you find a power cell in the like portal that you can go into, it will like you get an achievement for that, and you can show it off by just
That's
searching this
cool.
thing to show
Oh,
your achievements,
cool.
which is really cool. And I
That's
guess
really
there
cool.
is kind of a purpose, mainly my like what I think is there is a purpose, which is leveling up to
Yeah,
get better
that's
weapons, which isn't the best, but there is another purpose which I actually find this kind of neat. It's like this lounge area, which I don't know what it is. It's like get to level 10 and you can access it. So I wanted to get to level 10, but it takes so much. It takes like 20 gold to like get to it, and I gotta fight people to find it. It's very annoying, but
I mean,
it's just mafia for you.
it's still pretty revolutionary. Well,
It is revolutionary.
it's revolutionary because I'm pretty sure some Game Award guy is teaming up with them. Which
Yeah.
is really
Yeah, he helped make it.
Also, it will have a
Wait, who?
storyline, which
The
hopefully
I don't remember his name, but the host of the Game Awards.
Oh, that guy.
also so Mustard Plays is making the storyline for it, and hopefully I know he's related to Donald Mustard, so hopefully the storyline will be as good.
Please
Or
tell a
hopefully-
story more coherently than our man Donald.
Please do a better storyline than your brother. That's all I hope
It's okay,
for.
Donald's getting there.
troll.
He's getting there,
Yeah,
but
he's
he
getting-
needs years to write
He's
down
making
his story.
progress.
He's like, oh guys, give me just
See, I
10
can't wait
years."
for them to bring back the like what's her name?
Woman.
The secret skin from season 9 or whatever.
Yeah, it was like Singularity.
Singularity, yeah, I can't wait for them to bring that back. It's just
And the
gonna mess.
next coming in.
It's gonna be
next
like,
couple
by the
years.
way, I discovered a new planet.
Like, oh guys, we found out it's like the Fortnite map in like a year from now. It's like multiple planets. It's like just
Can the
a-
Mecha Team leader come back in the live event and just destroy
He
that?
probably
I'm
got sucked
pretty
in
sure
black
people are
hole.
saying that she's
Oh, yeah,
actually
that's true.
yeah, people are actually saying though she's like the leader of the whatever.
I
She's
swear,
not-
if Sloan is Singularity, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, it'll be
No,
Wait, that doesn't make
no,
sense though,
no,
because
it
you can
literally-
see. Yeah, you can see. I forgot you can
Yeah.
see Singularity's face.
Yeah,
There's a
and she
mask
does-
off style.
He's
She
not.
does not
smart.
look like
She wears a mask.
Yeah.
She doesn't wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Paradigm does.
Yeah. So and people are saying
Yeah.
paradigms that, which
She has.
They
That's
just
what the
is
Probably
mainly
not
just
gonna-
because they have like the same character model.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they're the 7. But
But ever
also
But I
they
don't know
say
why
she
that would
goes
make
by
sense.
multiple names, people, I don't know, probably the same character. That's what people
She
say.
goes
Like,
by
oh,
multiple names. Singularity, Mecha Team Leader, Irrelevant.
yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody cares.
No, nobody cares.
Yeah.
I wish I
I
had the
hope-
skin though. I never got that skin. That's cool. It starts.
Hopefully,
That first one's
hopefully,
kind of a mouthful, but
hopefully, Mustard Plays' like map doesn't take several years to have a good storyline. You know, let's.
I'm
just
not
do
concerned
it.
about the storyline.
Oh,
I
I-
just-
Yeah, I would never be concerned about a storyline on such for.
My
Well,
God, high
and
pixel
other
guys. The
things.
high pixel storyline is getting crazy.
oh my.
What?
Yeah, they had the dance. I can't say his name.
Dance
Damn.
EDM.
No, it's like Dante. Yeah, Dante. The Dante live event was pretty crazy. They actually had a Dante live event.
What
What
Dante?
is
What?
Dante?
How do you even do that? On
Who's
It
Monster
was
Hunter?
a mayor in Skyblock,
Oh.
and then they
It's probably
caught
just like
him.
fireworks.
Yeah, it's like, wow, look at the fire.
Whoa, bro! We
was-
used fireworks to dispense.
It was like a Hitler,
That's crazy, dude. That's
and
wild.
then everyone killed him because it turned out he was a big slime, and everyone
Ever
hates it.
since the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer came out, a lot of people are speculating that maybe Spider-Man's gonna come to the game for that movie.
Well,
It's up to
that's
Sony.
Yeah, it's up to Sony. It's not up to Marvel.
There's something I thought I would bring up.
Wait,
I think
wait,
it would be cool.
What did you say?
It would be cool, definitely.
Spider-Man skin. People are hoping for it,
Oh.
really. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
I say
Spider-
speculating, but people are more so just hoping for it.
Yeah.
People
There's-
want it, obviously.
Yeah.
And No Way Home would be the perfect time to release it.
Spider-Man makes
Remember, like a year. Remember when there's like no Spider-Man movie? It was like the middle of summer, and everyone's like, "Guys, they're adding the Spider-Man skin." It was like during season 5. That was fun.
yeah.
I mean,
but
yeah, but that
it would
makes
make-
sense though, because it was like the big collab season, and I expected it to happen during the Marvel season, and it just
No,
didn't.
no, it was like season 5.
Of chapter 1, yeah.
Yeah, and like it was
Oh.
like everyone was making those like Spider-Man videos where he like
I
recolored
mean, people did that
his
with
skin.
everything.
Well, that was
Yeah.
just
But it was funny. But some people were hoping, anyways, after seeing that. They're like, maybe this could get them to get rid
Yeah,
of.
it's just, I think the reason it hasn't happened is just because of Sony. But they did Venom, so I don't
Yeah.
understand.
yeah, I
why.
don't know,
Yeah.
because if I had a Spider-Man skin, they'll make so much money for both of them.
Why did they do Venom and not Spider-Man? I don't get
Yeah, wait. Why?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
Venom had the movie coming out, but still.
No,
Oh,
the
maybe
movie
that's-
didn't come out though.
No,
'cause they
Well,
just
no,
wanted to-
Venom 2, didn't Venom 2 come out around that time?
No, it's still.
don't
It's
so.
still like it hasn't came out yet. It's
Well,
coming
Oh,
out.
what?
release-
Then why did
Really?
they even do it?
Yeah,
That's
that's what I
so
was
weird.
wondering.
Why'd they
I
release
wanna-
Venom and not Spider-Man? That's so messed up.
Because if it was Venom 2, wouldn't they made a Carnage skin?
I guess
don't know.
that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even
Which
know.
would also be really cool, but whatever.
Yeah.
I want Spider Noir. That's what I want. But that's not
Oh,
gonna
that
happen.
guy?
I want Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Dude, Doctor Strange, please.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Please, dude.
Venom 2 is coming out at October 5th, 2021.
Maybe Carnage will come then. Oh, also,
Also, I don't think the trailer even released by that time. I think it like released after.
I know
Birth of
people
a
were
Wild.
talking about the
but
it was
also,
announced.
if there was a
Maybe
Doctor
some-
Strange skin, it'll probably come near the release of the Multiverse of Madness movie.
Yes, dude. Imagine imagine Doctor Strange and Spider-Man in the same item shop on the
That'd be cool.
day of the movie.
That would be awesome.
That'd be
Okay, I
like
know this
the
is.
best thing
I'm an
ever.
Doctor Strange is in the Spider-Man movie anyways, so
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
this is really unrelated, but have you seen the Nowhere Home Lego sets?
No, I
Wait,
haven't
I
yet.
feel like I
I'm-
have.
I'm really honest. I'm kind of disappointed about Doctor Strange because you know his old cape. It was like a cool cape.
In the Lego sets?
Yeah, in the Lego sets. Used to have like a. Cool
I don't
cape.
have it. I haven't seen. I don't know what the Doctor Strange minifig looks like.
Well, he had like an actual cape that looked like him, but now his cape is a plastic mold. And
what?
Oh, that's
Why?
weird.
Why would they do that?
changed it. It's
Oh,
weird.
is it just to have like the sleeves that come up on the side of his head?
kind-
Ah,
yeah, the old one used to.
But the old one
have
was
the sleeves that
fabric.
come up.
yeah.
What?
I don't
Yeah,
even know.
it was like a papery fabric, but now they changed
Fabric
it to a
one works.
I
plastic
mean,
mold.
the Spider-Man Far From Home sets were kind of a rough wave. So
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah. But back to Fortnite.
So,
I was talking about
why are
Nowhere.
we going
Doctor
back to
Strange,
this?
Doctor Strange would be so cool, dude. Imagine like his back bling
Yeah.
would just be like the little. It would be
Dude.
it would be like the Delirium back bling. It was
Oh
cool.
wait. What if you had a built-in emote where he opens like a little portal thing? And it's
Dude, that'd be
cool.
Oh, I
awesome.
was gonna
Oh, that'd
think
be
the
awesome.
little edit style would be him like opening up, the. Oh, actually, I think that wouldn't be. Oh, that'd just be like an emo with him. But I think he could have like a.
He'd probably
Or
have like the cape as the glider.
yeah,
It'd
but
probably be like
Oh.
Superman, like built-in glider, and
Yeah.
it, like
Oh,
he
yeah.
equips the cape.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
Alright,
could-
but
I could see him with
for-
2 built-in emotes. Well, obviously
Yeah.
not the same time, but either one. It could either be him opening a portal or him like high-fiving
doing the.
the cape guy.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, you're the cape guy.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, the
thinking-
cape comes off and he does a high five.
I was thinking that the
Yeah.
portal thing could be like an emote you could just normally buy on either skin, and then the emote for the skin would be like that like necklace he has that opens up the
The
tiny.
eye
Oh
bag of-
yeah. Oh, imagine the
That's what I
built-in
was
emote was
thinking
him
of.
doing like
Yeah.
he does the stance and he like rises in the air and
Yeah.
the thing opens.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
that's
so
what I
cool.
was
That would
like
be
this-
awesome, and it plays like the
And then
Doctor
like
Strange.
the
too.
normal like emote that you get is someone like opening up a portal.
Well,
Yeah.
not like this matters, but it was destroyed in Endgame.
Yeah, but he still
yeah,
has
but
he still has it though. like,
dude,
I mean,
I
I
love
am-
how it would add to the amount of cosmetics that have Infinity Stones in them.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many do we have? We have the Tesseract and then the Gamora glider.
And the
then-
Yeah,
scepter.
we have
obviously
the
the
scepter
Infinity
and then
Sword, yeah.
Thanos,
Do we have
Yeah.
vision?
But
Infinity
Tesseract
Gauntlet
definitely
back
back.
bling.
We don't have.
No, we don't. We have Vision, but we have like.
Dude, if we got Vision, Vision and why didn't they do that for WandaVision?
I don't
I
know.
don't
Vision.
know.
They
That
should've.
would have been like
Scarlet
such.
I
don't know,
I thought they would add Scarlet Witch and
Maybe it's because it's more off the
Season 4 Battle
comics in
Pass.
Fortnite. And they're
Yeah.
like, we don't want WandaVision.
Because Donald
Donald Mustard.
If they did a Far From Home thing, I would hope they
Donald,
would
it's
do.
Donald. No, yeah, it's Donald Mustard. I was thinking about Mustard Place. Okay.
Yeah.
Donald Mustard is an idiot and only likes the comics and not the MCU.
I don't know.
Why does he?
Well, some of the
Yeah,
comic
it's
designs
really
are better.
The comics are worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
were-
mean, some of those designs are pretty cool. I will say.
yeah,
But the
I still
Thor
think
one,
I've
the
seen
Thor
it.
one he went with is insane.
Yeah.
Why would he pick that?
Insanely bad.
You have to be mental, but no, I guess
Thor,
know
it's
why.
not even like oh, it should have been MCU Thor. It's like literally
Why-
any other Thor design in the comics other
it
than
would.
that.
No, yeah, but no, it's really dumb because like if you so if we think about it, he got the like Tony Stark, like the Tony Stark was like the Marvel one, right? It was. I'm pretty sure
It wasn't. No, it's not the MCU Tony Stark,
Iron
but
Man
it's
is
from the
Iron. You
comics.
can't.
Yeah, I mean, Iron
Man.
It's not
Well,
Robert
like-
Downey Jr., but it's like, dude, why would the DC ones? They always get the likenesses with the Marvel ones.
I know.
I don't know.
I
Like
don't
they
know, but,
have the Aquaman skin, and like,
it was just.
did they do it for Harley Quinn?
It was the
I
comic.
think so. To be fair, the Batman and Season
Oh,
X
no,
were
actually.
Jonesies.
Yeah,
They got that right. They got that right.
But it doesn't matter because he's wearing a mask. But they did do a very good job with Iron Man, like with the Tony Stark face. Like
Yeah.
it's obviously not Robert Downey Jr., but he still looks like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
I'm
the
sure
Thor,
that-
even with the Thor skin, like the face looks fine. It's just
It's
the
just
outfit,
Everything else.
Yeah.
the actual
And
like
I know-
outfit itself.
I feel like
Yeah.
even the comic book design that it's based off, because like it's based off like the Galactus comics where Thor kills Galactus. Spoilers if you cared. I don't think anyone cares.
I don't think he
But if
killed.
you
I don't
did-
even know, man.
He does. No, that's an
Well, if he
actual
killed
thing. He
Galactus,
does.
why is he Fortnite?
Oh, he killed him after Fortnite, and even if it is,
Did they all
and
just
that's-
dip afterwards? And he was like, they fought somewhere else after the event.
Yeah, they ended other
Yeah.
things
I
somewhere
don't know
else.
exactly
Also,
what
it's not even. I don't think that's even fully canon to like the Marvel storyline. I think it's just like
That's
an
weird.
alternate
Why-
thing. It's like
why would
Marvel
Fortnite-
What If, but like if it took place in Fortnite. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I know. I don't know.
Which
why
is
it's
really
never
dumb. But
been-
like I think the one that like they base him off, like the comics to base him off, like makes him look better
I
than
looked-
that.
I mean,
It looked
he looks fine in the comic book, but it's just like I'd rather have like the classic Thor suit because that's
Yeah.
that's in the comics too.
and it looks
Imagine
great.
with Iron Man, it's like imagine with Iron Man they did like the really old cartoon Iron Man, and he had like the
boxy
face,
face.
like the face that looks like a
Yeah.
welder's mask.
Yeah, it's like all
Funny.
boxy.
Like they struck a good balance between MCU because it's most like in the MCU it's most close to like the Infinity War design, but it's like
Yeah.
bulky enough and boxy enough to like still be like the comic design. And then of
I don't
course
like
the
the
face
more-
model's different.
Gamora's design is not.
Oh yeah, I don't like Gamora. I don't vibe with Gamora's. I don't vibe with Beast Boys, even though I know that's DC, but
Beast Boys
Like-
is okay.
I like
Eh.
Beast Boys,
Actually, I
but
don't
I
know.
don't understand Gamora's.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen that one.
especially because like Star-Lords and Groots are like,
Yeah.
because
I've
I know
seen-
there's comic versions of Groot that looks way different.
Really?
Like
Oh,
he looks scary in some of the comics.
Oh yeah, Groot was
He
supposed
looks
to be like
terrifying.
a scary guy.
That's
But he looks nice in Fortnite because he's like the funny new Groot from the movies. But
New
like
Groot.
he's also based on the comics, somewhat. That's weird. Because
Yeah.
even if you see like the comic like pages that they took the designs from, because all the gliders have like the comic books, you can see the illustrations they use the skins from. The Groot looks like he's scary Groot.
Yeah.
He's not friendly Groot. In the comics, he's like a monster.
He's a monster. Oh,
So it's like it's funny. It's weird. Like they it's like whatever's more marketable, I guess. They
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Groot's marketable, but then why didn't they do that for Gamora? Why is
Yeah,
Gamora like?
or-
Also, Gamora looks like she's like still like sides with Thanos when
Yeah.
like why would they do like the Thanos design of Gamora and not the Guardians?
I have
don't
no
know.
clue.
Also, a thing about like I was thinking about Donald Mustard. I feel like the Fortnite team just like anything that Donald Mustard says, they're like, "That's an amazing idea." And then they
I
just do a
mean,
round of
he's kind of the
applause and do
lead
everything
creative
themselves.
director, so
I know. I don't know. It's just like I feel like every single decision that like Donald Mustard says, like Fortnite goes with.
I think
I'm
it's
not like
mostly with
not every
the people they're
decision. Yeah.
collabing with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Like
mostly
it's not his decision whether or not
Yeah, he
they
doesn't
get
control the
Robert
properties.
Downey, yeah. Especially
No,
with like
yeah.
the likenesses, you know, like that's expensive. He
Yeah,
get
that's
like
expensive.
there's a reason he can get the likeness for Aquaman because that actor isn't like a super like he's a famous actor, but like not the most famous actor in the world, like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris
Yeah.
Evans.
Yeah, come on, that
That'd
would be
be
so hard.
Like
uh,
you know how difficult that would be
That'd
to
be
get the
horrible to
likeness.
get.
probably take them a few billion stuff. Just a few. Just
Like
a
they're
few.
not gonna get Tom Holland's likeness. There's no way.
Yeah.
But I'm fine
Yeah,
with
I mean,
that because like I'm
yeah.
used to seeing different
Uh,
versions of Spider-Man.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, definitely. Because you have all those Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I like
And it's when they do it right, it's fine. Like again, Tony
Yeah.
Stark, they did it fine.
I'm
A
mainly
little-
just talking about
there's
like
just some ones
anything.
like Gamora.
Spider-Man
more
looks like
stuff
an adult in
that
the
in
comic.
Fortnite.
doesn't
Yeah, he's
Well,
like an
Spider-Man's a
actual-
different age. He most of the time he's a young adult, but sometimes he's older,
he? Yeah.
and sometimes
Oh,
he's a baby.
He's a little
Little
lad.
dude. He's just a little.
Like most of the time, like most Spider-Man, like they take place like in high
Spider-Man.
school,
Or
or
wait,
like they're like
Well,
at the end.
a
Of
lot
high
of them are
school.
like either high school or young adulthood.
Yeah.
like in between that like age.
But most of
range.
the time, the high school. The thing is, like, at
The
least
high
from
school
my
ones are,
knowledge, is that like the MCU doing like high school Peter Parker was kind of a weird thing, because
Yeah,
most
'cause
of the time when it's Peter Parker, it's like a young adult, like first
Yeah.
job or like his like
Like,
first or second job, or maybe he's in college. But like, and then with and then they do Miles Morales stories, and he's in high school.
like he's like he's like.
But
full
now
on
it's like
we switched them.
now it's like
because we
MCU. They're like
Well,
full,
Miles
like,
Morales
doing
wasn't in
high school.
college. He's a high schooler too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least
said-
in Spider-Man PS4 and
you
in
said they
Spider-Verse.
switched, no?
I mean,
well,
Miles Morales isn't in the
they
MCU
didn't switch,
yet,
but like
at least.
they just made him Miles Morales because everyone likes Miles.
Isn't like didn't they hint towards Miles Morales in the MCU or something? Like they had
He'll
I don't
probably.
think so.
didn't they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like his dad?
I remember them.
Because I know his dad's like the police officer, and then they had him in like one of the movies or
Oh,
something. I don't remember.
I don't know. I mean, I would be down for Miles Morales in the MCU. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd
Miles
be awesome.
Morales is a pretty good character. So.
Miles Morales.
You guys remember
Miles
the
Morales.
Star
Miles
Wars collab? Remember when we liked collabs at that point?
Star Wars.
I mean,
Wide.
oh my-
I mean, I still like collabs.
I'm okay with them, but I still get mad at them all
I
the time.
just
Why get mad at them when
Why? They're just
my favorite
cool stuff. They're cool skins.
Oh,
Why-
the only time I
don't
get
like it
upset
when
with
it's-
collabs is when they're like when we get like a new update and there's like 2 leaked skins. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like,
buddy.
and then there's like 10 encrypted skins. I'm like, okay, Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
Might be overdoing it a bit, but they haven't been doing that this season. That was only
Yeah.
really a problem in season 5 and season 4, and season 4 made sense. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really had a problem with collabs
Season-
this season.
Season 4 like really replaced content with, hey guys, look, we got a new skin, and you also got a new tournament cup, and that's cool, right?
Every update was like new tournament.
New tournament.
Guys-
There's a- oh,
Guys
yeah.
were like, guys, we worked really hard on this update. We added a new tournament with a new skin you can
At
win.
least
'cause
they
every
added Stark
time-
Industries.
That was
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
added superpowers from time to
all
time.
of the
even
Marvel,
though I
like,
didn't
the
like
like
them.
remember that Marvel
superpowers were
superpower
so
fight,
I don't know, I felt
superpower fight game mode?
That was
so
such a
fun.
good LTM, dude.
Yeah.
That's like
But,
all
like
I played during that season, and it was
Oh
fun.
yeah, that was so good.
that was a good
And
LTM,
I'll
but
probably
like
never bring that
that's
back.
but like they were just like I don't know. I feel like those are pretty easy to do because they just made Team Rumble change some settings.
No,
and
it
then,
was
like,
it was different. It was like Disco Domination more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I
And
still
they
had
had
the
it was like
last
the
one.
spy games. It was interesting.
Yeah, I don't. It was cool. It was
I
good.
feel like
It
a
was good.
lot of the season, but like behind the scenes, probably that Marvel season was like
But
probably
now
the
it's like
worst
the
thing.
imposters is like, oh, here, by the way, here's a new thing that's not on the BR map. So I wonder if they're gonna do like, if they ever do
Here's a
modes
moment.
like spy games again. I wonder if they're gonna make like custom maps.
That would be cool.
Because spy games and the Marvel thing, they just use locations on the map.
Wait,
Yeah,
just
that was
this
so
is
cool.
And
just
I just
for
put like Storm around it.
Also,
Maybe they'll
speaking
make
of
new
Disco
maps.
Domination, I don't think I've ever played it because they haven't brought it back anytime soon.
Oh,
I remember I played
was-
it in season 6.
yeah, same like one time and I never played it.
They just never
Yeah.
brought it back. So that sucks.
It was just not great because the circle was so big and they were so spread out.
Yeah, no one. It was okay, but it was just
Well, that wasn't
not.
a problem in Marvel. They fixed that.
And then they
Or in the-
released Team Rumble, and everyone's like, "All right, I'm done."
Yeah, and
that's
yeah,
all
it was
they-
like a season later, or like 2. I don't know. One season.
I don't even
I think
remember.
wasn't Team Rumble like a limit LTM, and then they were like, guys, we're making it permanent because you like it too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Yeah.
permanent until like season 8 or something. I don't know.
And now, and I don't know why.
And now they
reminded-
ruined it.
Yeah,
It's like the same thing that happened to
I don't
Trio.
know why. This
Permanent
reminded
after
me.
being
Oh yeah,
LTM.
trios.
Why was Trios an LTM? I never understood that.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's like the most popular
What
game
happened
mode.
to
Like,
LTMs?
No
no,
clue.
yeah,
Gone.
that
Who knows?
that went away last season because this season they.
Dude, this
they
season I
I
was
don't like
just
this
like,
season.
yo,
You're talking about-
I want to play some Floors Lava, or I want to play some Unvaulted, and
Yeah.
there's just nothing.
Can we
I
talk
don't know why
about
they
how
can't
we
have
don't
like
want
a
this
lot
season?
of things
What?
active at once.
Can we talk about our feelings on this season, please?
I think it's pretty. We said it so many times before.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm gonna make a review on it again, so
Yeah,
I'll go
I can't
in,
wait
I'll
for
go
you
in
to-
depth there.
They're like decimated, like reduce it to atoms.
Yeah.
It will be nothing.
Well, it's not gonna be that harsh, surprisingly. But
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just do it for your
overall, I don't think any of us
It was
here
true.
enjoyed this season too much, at least
No.
compared to other seasons in Chapter 2.
fans. Like whenever they have like if for most seasons, like last season, like it didn't have content, but the content it did have was nice and good, and also the LTMs were fun. Especially, I really liked the experimental LTM where you would become like it was like you had to fix like a ship
Yeah,
or no
even though
helicopter.
it was kind of
Oh,
bad,
Impossible Escape.
it was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. But I thought it was fun. I think they just have to like do it.
They just
better.
needed to tweak a few things, but of course
Yeah,
they
'cause-
don't because it's an LTM, not
'cause
something
they're,
that's gonna
like-
be around forever.
I
Stop.
think.
That's
But
another thing. I wonder if they would have like now that there's imposters. I
Yeah.
wonder if they did something like that again, if they would make a new
Well,
map for it. That's
actually, something
Interesting.
that is in the files, but that not a lot of people have talked about. I think you guys probably heard about it. So there is this leaked map, and a lot of people are talking about it. And basically, how the map looked is it just was like it had the primal like grass and all that stuff, and it
Oh,
had a bunch
That was
of
a
hills.
while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago, and it was like last
it was
season.
supposed to be for creative. I thought.
Isn't it like a
No,
Yeah,
it was like
I thought it was only for it was either for creative or Impossible Escape, and it didn't end up being
Yeah.
for
It
Impossible
wasn't
Escape.
for Impossible Escape, but like people that map was being built and they had like whole things for it. So it looked more like a dev island instead of like an actual
Yeah.
creative island.
Yeah.
And now people are theorizing that it will like be more like they'll do an Impossible Escape or add like another game mode. So remember that leaked image that looked like the
Oh,
weird
yeah.
3D
Maybe
things?
that was built with the Valkyrie thing.
Yeah,
Creative
maybe.
2.0.
Maybe it was like a test, but I still think it'd be really cool if they did the
They
Impossible
might have
Escape
just been
better.
testing importing Valkyrie maps into the game.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but also I just think that if they like, I want an Impossible Escape too, but better. Just like make the
Yeah,
game,
just like a completely custom island, make it a bit
Yeah.
better. Because it was
Like-
cool. It was a really good idea. It just
yeah, it
and I
wasn't.
enjoyed it for a bit. It's just it quickly got pretty frustrating to play.
Yeah, I just think it was. I like the aspect there is like kind of like Rust, but everyone started at the same time, so no one has like a real advantage,
Oh,
and you have to
it
loot
was
up.
frustrating, or yeah, but also it's frustrating to play because Adrawls wouldn't get in the car. So
That's not a.
I remember we were trying to beat that.
it was
Did
every
you,
time.
Did you ever get the wind umbrella swirls?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys helped me get it
Yeah.
at the end, which was
I
nice.
remember I got it with a random somehow.
I got it. I don't know when I got it. I think it was like my first time.
Oh, I forgot that I died before I won the chapter.
Oh,
I was so mad.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Like we had fun playing that.
Yeah, that was
Like,
fun.
We haven't had that type of fun playing imposters, I feel like.
No,
yeah,
not
'cause, like it's more of like a team effort. Like that game mode's more like you can play it with your
I
friends.
think
or
a
you can
lot
play
of
it by
people were
yourself.
upset because they were trying to do it with randoms.
Yeah, and
Doing-
like
And
it
they
was
were
a
like, this
random-
is so hard to do. And it's like, just get, like, if you could, get a group of
If-
friends. It's
yeah,
way
which
easier.
getting a group of friends isn't.
But
the
I
easiest
understand that's not an option
thing.
for everybody.
Or just find like a group of people anywhere, like Reddit, whatever.
And
just
also,
Yeah, but
you-
even then, yeah.
You don't really need people to play. Like I had a good time just playing by myself.
But
I was
yeah,
able
and there's
to
also
find-
the PvE version, which was also cool.
yeah.
yeah. They had like 2 versions.
So there were 2 options. I feel like that wasn't as well made as Imposters is, but it's more fun and it was more unique.
Yeah.
And I'd rather see stuff like that than Imposters.
Because
Definitely.
that's just you stealing an idea from another game, and you can argue that they just stole that idea because they're like, "Oh yeah, you just like made like a survival game mode." Every game like has a survival game. Well, not every game, but like tons of games have a survival game
I
mode.
mean,
It's not
that's-
like most.
It's a
original.
weird thing because technically, like the whole murder mystery thing is a genre in itself.
It is a genre,
but every
like,
single
that-
game in that genre kind of feels the same.
and like that
Yeah.
one, I feel like the one Fortnite did.
But that's like
very
Battle
much
Royale.
inspiration.
Like
Yeah, I was
technically,
thinking about that.
Fortnite already
Yeah.
stole BR from PUBG, so.
And like that's
Why is it a
it's-
big deal when they
more of a
take
genre.
ideas from Among Us or something like that? It's
Yeah,
maybe
it's-
because it was like an indie game. I don't.
maybe,
Yeah, but-
I
but
guess
even
the
then,
only reason is because Among Us was so big that everyone who would play it'd be like, "Oh, Among Us," and everyone knew about Among Us. And then Fortnite basically just made a murder mystery, and everyone's like, "It's Among Us, it's Among Us." And then the people of Among Us were like,
Well,
tweeting, "We
it
feel
kinda
sad."
is Among
because
Us.
Not even wait. It's not even that. I mean, it's similar to
It
Among Us.
isn't like
difference.
the whole premise of Among Us is that we got vents and you got sabotages. That's basically it. And like
You
And
only
you
have
get cast to
sabotages,
win,
no
you vote out
vents,
the
and-
imposter.
yeah.
and like
just-
the art style, which is nothing like it.
Mhm.
There's more to Among Us than.
I mean, it's not an Among Us
Oh.
clone in my opinion. It's a murder mystery game.
Clone.
Yeah.
Clone, bro.
It is a murder. It's part of that genre, and
Yeah.
that's not why I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of
Murder-
it because I don't enjoy murder mystery games that much. I don't find them that enjoyable.
Yeah, Minecraft murder mystery sucks. It's literally just like hiding from the person who's killing everyone, and they just always have their sword out running.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh,
It's
also,
bad.
are we gonna move on to viewer questions soon?
Yes, we
any-
probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
we'll
we've
probably
had
do that.
we've had
Yeah.
a pretty good speaking
Now I
thing.
want to play the Impossible Escape Ultimas.
Yeah.
A better
Oh,
version. I
They
like
should do
the
that.
idea of people, or there were like ghosts and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there was ghosts and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That was, I
Yeah.
think that's what killed me. I don't even know. That was,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But that was cool. I mean, there
Also,
were
there were like enemy. Oh yeah, there's also like enemy AI that were like around the map. Like
refreshes.
those are just
just in case.
henchmen, but yeah.
yeah, like I feel like it'd be cool if they built like an entire map for it, like with custom terrain. Custom terrain. No, like they had like a new map. They didn't use the original BR one. It had like gas stations, like some cars, like loot,
Yeah,
and
it
also,
would
like,
be nice
fish.
if they did a custom thing, especially in Valkyrie. They showed that off a bit more. I think they'll
Yeah.
probably make custom maps for more LTMs in the future. It seems like they're going to be doing like a major, crazy LTM each season near the end.
Yeah, I just hope that they do the Impossible Escape again, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they
Hopefully.
will. Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to move on to a few viewer questions here to end off the podcast. The first one here is from Nova J over on YouTube. He asks, what was the most difficult aspect of creating the current Broom Royale map?
That's hard.
I don't know.
Memory.
Yeah.
Memory
yeah.
and
I remember.
ideas.
Memory
I
and
mean, no-
ideas.
Idea.
Yeah.
No, ideas aren't hard, but Fortnite just keeps on taking our good one.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
yeah, a
true.
lot of our
Hold on,
ideas.
I'll be right back.
I'll
worries.
have to explain this. So a lot of our ideas for Royale constantly get stolen from Fortnite. Some ideas we have in the future get stolen by Fortnite before we even have time for the season to release. And it's so
Yeah.
annoying, especially with the Alien season, because that was really annoying. We had to like completely change season 2, and now it's better. And then we had to do season 3, and that's also better. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it made them better
yeah.
in the long run, but it was a
It did.
struggle to come up with ideas that made them different from what they
Yeah.
But we
originally
did-
were.
I think
Yeah,
we did a good
because
job.
But in the
Fortnite-
long run, in a weird, twisted way, it helped us.
Fortnite's kind of good.
But they
No,
keep stealing our ideas, bro. It's
it's very
scary.
annoying.
Very annoying.
it's still happening, and we can't
Can't even
talk.
say what
I'll
they're
give you guys on
stealing.
a little insight. So we like to have Me6 in the voice room all the time because
Read
we like
back
playing
again.
music. And whenever we're not playing music, he just stops playing music. He's just in the background. So
He
we
just
think
chills.
Me6 is actually reporting back to to Epic Games, telling them all of our ideas. I know, I know it's not rude to talk behind people's backs, especially Me6. He's a really nice guy.
He's a very nice member of
Oh.
the dev team,
He's
honestly.
a
But
pretty good.
like he doesn't do anything besides listen.
He just listens,
There-
and he gives
He'll-
all our ideas to Epic Games, so that
He
they can be
plays
like, that's actually a really good idea. Let's use that.
Pretty good. Too.
and then they make it
So,
so much worse.
Just
They
have
made
just thank us for the fact if you guys like season 7, you're welcome.
We don't.
We gave
Serious.
Epic we gave
don't.
Epic the alien idea, so
Yeah.
We
We-
made it. We just
We,
made
we,
it.
we
you
made it
know,
before
funny
they did.
thing is, we don't even like the alien season, but we gave them our ideas.
We
Well,
gave
it's
them
because
the
they
idea.
made it not.
They made it
good.
They just
obsolete.
made it so generic, like such a generic
I don't
Yeah,
alien.
because we
generic
had
is-
cool ideas, and they were like, "Nope, we're Fortnite."
We're
Whatever.
Fortnite. We do generic things. We like generic things.
We like Fortnite. We like.
We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. But yeah,
Yeah, alright.
the memory and coming up with good ideas is probably
Yeah.
the hardest things for us to do.
Also, I guess the storm could be considered.
Yeah, Storm's a
Oh.
mess. Also, I just realized since I'm doing Discord, it showed like I switched to the question of the day thing, and it shows up on the thing. But whatever.
It's
I don't know if
fine.
there's any interesting ones on.
You too?
Tough PS,
there
how many
was-
seasons of Brim there's gonna be? We can't say that, so I'm not gonna answer that. But
It's going to be.
Sorry,
those
lol.
will be probably like 50 seasons.
Maybe,
But
like-
anyway, Solar Seal asks on YouTube, how long do the trailers and the map take separately in total hours / days?
Alright. So we can talk about the updates first because I think that's easier to talk about for all
Yeah.
of us.
Well, the updates themselves usually take like an hour. It depends on the
Yeah.
update. Because we
It's
have like
like- it's-
smaller updates that only take like. Surprisingly, they take us a while because we like mess around with a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
30 minutes to an hour. And we
Yeah.
spend a lot of time just like looking around the map, looking for things to save memory and just little
Yeah.
bugs to fix, and then also
And-
just like little things we can add to make it little fun
and-
little side stories and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then for the big updates, it's
It's more like-
usually it's about like maybe like an hour to 2 hours, depending
Yeah.
on what we're doing. Sometimes we'll change the location, sometimes we'll add a new one, sometimes we'll try to add like a new mechanic.
Yeah.
Sometimes
and-
we'll try maybe it's just like a really interesting gun in the loophole. That
Yeah.
usually doesn't take too long.
And for like a major like seasons,
And
that-
seasons,
they take how do I describe this?
it's hard to explain because once we actually have the idea and the concept of it and we start building
Yeah.
it doesn't actually take that long. Like I think season 3, for being as big of a season as it was, we only worked on it for like 3 separate sessions.
Yeah,
And each session was probably about like 2 to 3 hours long.
Yeah.
and it's mainly the reason is because whenever we're like trying to come up with like an idea and like if for season 2, I feel like that is a good example.
Yeah, we
for
made
how
like a
long it-
whole concept
like-
for it, and then
we
Yeah.
well
redid
actually that one was different because
yeah.
we had
The
like a different idea. Well, we had a different idea for it, and then we scrapped it, and then we
Well, that kind
Did-
of happened
Yeah.
with this season as well.
yeah, and then we had I think it's better explained for this season actually.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot simpler than the last season was.
Yeah.
Kind
but,
of crazy when it came to development. So this season, we had a separate idea for it that we didn't end up using, and we had a whole concept for that, which took a very long time actually. Because
Oh,
when
yeah.
you don't have an idea of it, and like all you have is the idea in your head, it takes a long time because we make the concept for the map, we make a rough idea of what we want it to look like, which takes longer than the normal season usually, because we're always tweaking things.
Yeah.
So we had a concept for that, and then we made it, and then we scrapped that, and then we
Yeah.
named it another concept for what was supposed to be the season after that, and we also scrapped that. So we went back to
Yeah.
season 3, and I think after we made the one after, we went back and scrapped the initial season 3.
No one is
And we switched things around with what the order of the seasons
Yeah.
and the storyline. So that took a while to figure out how that worked. And then we finally made the concept for season 3 and then remade it for the final version. And that's what we have today.
Surprisingly,
So
the
there's a lot of
storyline-
steps.
That
Especially.
reminds me,
Surprisingly, the after season 3, like the storyline stays the same. We just had to like remove a section, which wasn't at all
We had to
important.
switch a lot of stuff around. Anyway, what was
yeah,
Swirls?
but that reminds me. So like, obviously, we have the storyline kind of written down, but we can obviously like change things around if we need to
Yeah.
to make more sense, or because we have to change a season or whatever.
Yeah.
Or because we have to like redo a
Storyline-
season or scrap an idea or move a season
Yeah.
later or make a season earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of moving around causes things to
Yeah.
change.
Yes, it's always
Yeah,
evolving.
it's like because like at a point like we can decide like a month ago that we like season 3's like idea. We can like yeah, we like it, but then like a month later we could be like, we're not the most happy with this anymore. That we're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
working on the map. Like when we start working like thinking of the map idea is different than actually working on it because you can like have an idea of this like big ship like that's crashing down or like these big alien bases all around, but then when you actually start building it, it may not be the best
Yeah.
thing.
And it's
It's like
also
a whole-
important to make a concept because say you have an idea, that idea, and you want to do it and you build it, like you have it, you have the rough idea, but then you should go back and, at least for us, we go back and we remake it, and now we know exactly how we want it to look. We do it much better the second time around, and it goes much smoother and much faster to actually develop the real season, so we can focus more times on adding new ideas and adding new mechanics, like stuff like Advil's Nix and Axe, things like
that
that,
idea was so good.
and the vaults, so
Who
things
came
like
up with
that.
Actually, Vault I really like, yeah.
Which is another example of something that was planned for something else and then got like moved around and almost got scrapped, but then came back. It's just stuff like that. That really adds to the time. And then, like you say, the trailers usually, since they're a lot simpler to make because we only make trailers after the season's done, of course. We spend like an hour to an hour and a half in the map getting shots. And then I'll spend like another 2 hours in replay mode. That's probably what takes the most time is replay mode, going in there. Once I get to the editing, though, it goes by pretty fast. Like, I feel like I'm able to edit something like that pretty quickly. Only takes me about like an hour to an hour and a half.
Like if we
edit
do it
a trailer.
early, oh yeah, sorry. But if we do it like early in the morning, like get the like we get the footage, and then like Ben goes into replay mode, like half of the day later, and Ben's like, "Oh hey, guys, I got the trailer done."
Yeah.
Funny.
Like I remember,
Was
for the
season
season 3 trailer, we were in VC and we got footage for the trailer, and then like 4 hours later, it was like midnight for Advil and Adrawls, and I was like, so I finished the intro.
Yeah, he pings us, and he pinged me like several times. Like they pinged me in dev chat like numerous times, and then they pinged
It's
me.
like, so I
And they
finished the
both
intro of the
DM
trailer.
me numerous times. They're like, "Join VC, trailer, and that's it.
It
Was
wasn't
funny.
even the whole thing.
And it wasn't
That's
even
okay.
the whole thing.
That really took me a
I
long
was-
time, actually, because I wasn't
Yeah.
entirely like I knew the direction I want to take. Also, coming up with ideas for the trailers is
Yeah.
another thing that takes time.
I'm at
Usually,
top.
when we go into the game, I usually have an idea of what I want what I want to happen in the trailer, which is usually just comes from the ideas that we as a whole have for the storyline. I'm
Yeah,
just
and
in my head
now-
being like, all right, well, what do we want to convey? What part of the storyline do we want to convey in the trailer?
Yeah.
Just finding a good way to organize it and make it come together. And like gameplay stuff is usually pretty easy.
But I guess no one's talking. Another thing about season 2, this is kind of just funny. Whenever we finally came up with like the idea that you see season 2 as right now, what we're doing is we're gonna Ben was just like, we're gonna make a test map because we're bored, and then we started making like the test map for it, and it turned like we're just like doing it, and I'm like, this is so nice. We're all just like liking it, and then we were like, let's just use this as the actual map, and then
Well, that's
we
kind of
did.
a rare occasion where we kind of come up with the idea that we're not even sure we want to use.
But then
But
we
then
really liked it.
Something happened with this season though.
Well, no. Well, that didn't happen because we had a concept for it first. We knew
Well, yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true.
we had a concept for the concept, kind of, because
Yeah.
we weren't sure. We had a, yeah. We built upon like the themes of stuff.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
weren't even sure about we wanted to do it, but we built it for the concept, and then we knew the concept was good, so we built the real version. But we
Mhm.
didn't keep the concept because it wasn't that great, because we knew it was like a rushed version of it. We just wanted to get a rough idea.
Yeah.
But
Most
with
of the time
the
we-
with the season 2, we spent like a lot of time on it for a concept.
Yeah.
Because we were really into the idea at the time. And we're just like, let's make this
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
'Cause
I was.
We weren't
really
sure if we
fun-
wanted to do it, so we wanted to make like the most accurate version of it we could. It just
Yeah.
ended up working out really well.
I really liked like making the terrain for it, like deleting the terrain and then shaping it into like
Adding all the
rivers.
rivers and stuff.
So
It was
fun.
really cool.
I don't
That
understand.
was another big reason we didn't want to redo it, is because
Yeah,
the
we did
training
it-
took ages, and we were like, we probably won't be able to do it as well as we did this time. So
never
let's
do
just
it.
not even
Yeah,
take
let's
that
not
chance.
try.
And none of like the buildings were super complicated, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like super hard to like. It wasn't like we could have made it much better.
Yeah.
Like the whole water slide POI was kind of like, it was good. Like, and I even like remade some of the buildings there anyway.
Yeah.
Like I remember I built one of the water slide things. I was like, that doesn't look right. I just made it during the concept build, and that was at the point where we were like, yeah, we're gonna use this anyway, so why not just revamp some of the stuff while we're at it? So
Yeah,
we
hopefully
kind of did both steps in one with that one.
Yeah.
Which was a bit weird, but there was a lot of history behind that season. That season was gonna be really different. It was gonna be a really different version of a season that already exists. So
Yeah.
it's wacky.
It's complicated.
But yeah,
It's
short
a while.
answer, it takes a long time, but not really to build the maps itself, mostly to come up with ideas and come
Yeah.
up with concepts.
Yeah.
But when it comes to actually building the map, due to all the preparing we do now, it's fine. In Chapter 1, we didn't really do that as much, so it took a long time. But
Yeah, we just went with
Yeah,
that one.
mainly
The-
for chapter 1, it was more like we have an idea for a season. We start building season. We didn't, and actually no, we never. I don't think we ever really had concepts for season 1.
I think there's
I
only
don't
one
remember.
time we like scrapped a season.
Yeah, mainly because
And that
we
was
just-
the last season that never even came out. So
that's not
yeah.
mainly because like chapter 1 is perfect and we did
yeah,
it well.
there was gonna be, I guess it doesn't matter because it's not really spoiler. There was gonna be a season 6, but we scrapped it.
Oh yeah,
And that's the
season
only time we scrapped something. Like that's the only time we beat an entire
Yeah.
season and scrapped it.
And it isn't really scrapped. Season 6 was just gonna be a very short version. So it's gonna be remember the 0 point out of Brimland?
Yeah,
was
it was pretty much gonna
basically-
be that, but like a whole season, and we like made like a
It was
bunch.
gonna be
Like it was a
short.
lot crazier. There was like
Yeah.
it was like a season X type vibe. It was wacky,
Yeah.
It was bad.
but it was messy.
Yeah, it was.
There was
It
like
was
a first
very
concept
very
of it.
messy. So
Yeah, the
That was
first
that
concept
was,
sucked, and then
horrible.
we did it a bit
and
better.
we built
but
it after we built Chapter 2 of Brim, so we kind of knew
Yeah.
like
It
what
was
a good
bad.
map looked like. Sorry, like yeah, it was messy. We scrapped it and we just turned it. We made it very simplified and very different, and we turned it into the end, like the end event
Yeah.
of Chapter 1. So
Yeah.
that I guess that's like the only example of Chapter 1 that we did. So which is kind of weird. I feel like we,
Mainly, yeah.
a lot of those ideas in Chapter 1 just kind of came to us, which is
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
it went a lot more smoothly, but it didn't turn out as well, I think, as if we kind of took more time to refine those ideas. But anyway, the last question that I want to answer is by Ace on YouTube. He asks, what do you think is the best POI in the current Brim map?
Okay.
Which is really
I
hard
would-
for me, honestly.
Yeah, same.
I think the best POI.
It okay, no.
Well, that's obviously my favorite POI is Itchy, but the best one, I kind of
Yeah.
I think Slurpee or Joel's Jail. I don't know.
I
I
like
really like Joel's Shield and Slurpee.
Yeah, those are some
They're
of her
good
best
ones.
mainly because they're more recent. But I actually like Gusty Gardens. I think it's it's
Gusty
good.
Gardens also.
Yeah.
Gusty Gardens, which are all 3 new POI. Yeah, I don't know. If you ask me like a season like before this season, Calm Cove. But even though Calm Cove, like I liked Calm Cove, but I liked its. I feel like it could have definitely been better, but I feel like Ben did a good job when building it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
worked
agree.
better it worked better visually than actually as a
Yeah,
gameplay. Like it
I
looked
tried to.
really pretty, but like
Yeah.
it didn't really belong in a BR, I feel like.
Yeah, I tried improving it in like so before season 2. I don't think it was before season 2 actually released. I kind of did a few last minute changes to Gusty or not Gusty.
Calm.
To Calm Cove. Yeah, I did a few like last changes to Palace, which is why there are a few changes there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to add a basement,
But
which
even then
was
it's just like
basement
that
I
type of building was kind of weird to navigate. And then just
Yeah, it
like
was so linear. Such a
just
linear.
like the houses on the outside, a lot of them were off grid until season 2, and then in season 2 there was like water, so it was hard to navigate. I think it was very much improved in season 2 though.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
it
even
was
then, I think Gusty Gardens is overall, it's not like
better.
it's still pretty. It's not as like
Yeah.
pretty as like the giant temple, which I think
Yeah.
looked really nice.
It
But
fit the theme.
it's nice. It's a lot better to loot, and I have a lot more fun
Oh
landing there.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
definitely.
especially I don't know why it's so open, but it isn't open at the same time. Like
Yeah.
it feels like you're in a secluded area that's not
It's
open.
probably because of all of the
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
trees. And it's nice, and it's also
But
like you can. I love going to Joe's jail, rotating through there, and going through like the secret
Yeah,
exit,
dude.
and I could go right into Gusty.
Joel's jail, like at the beginning of the season was it was like a nice POI, but the chests there aren't the best, which
Yeah, but
is
we
why
updated
a little
that.
bit. Yeah, we updated that, and I'll be honest, like the prison or like the Slurpee Stronghold, or what is it called again? Slurpee
Yeah,
Stronghold?
Slurpee Stronghold.
Okay, just making sure. I like the concept. I think the location is good, but it's not my favorite POI.
I like Slurpee a lot. I'm a
I like it.
big Slurpee fan.
Also, the new movie theater has replaced such a bad POI.
Frosty Films. It's
Yeah,
pretty. I
Frosty
do like
Films.
Frosty Films.
I like it
Yeah.
better than
Snowy.
Snowy
Snowy
Suburbs.
Street,
I have a
Definitely,
thick
yeah,
and
I
head.
like it more.
Wait, was it Snowy Suburbs? I
Yeah,
forgot.
Snowy
I
Suburbs.
forgot. Sorry.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know
Let's
what
not
my.
forget
I
about
honestly,
occasional.
I've never been able to know what my favorite POI in Brim is. Like, I've never had a main drop spot.
They're all good, honestly.
Like,
Yeah, all of them are
Advil
good.
has Brimland, Swirls always drops Itchy. I know Adrawls likes to drop, like, Calm, and then now he drops
Yeah.
Gusty.
Because
I don't really have a main drop spot. I feel like the
Oh.
place I land most of all is actually Random Resort.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I know you always land there.
Like, and I don't know
Yeah.
if that's really my favorite, but I think that's my best answer, honestly.
Yeah.
And you also land Pipe Place a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
Actually,
kind of did.
yeah. I mean, it's
That
not a
means
named
it's
POI.
not a
I land
name.
actually. Okay. If it was a named POI, that would be my favorite. The water slide, the Pipe Place water slide area. That would be my favorite. But since it's technically not a named POI,
Just a
I don't
location.
think I can really pick that. So
Yeah.
I think it would have to be. I think it would have to probably be Random Real Estate, Random Resort.
All right.
Yeah.
But I know a POI that all of us love that isn't named. It's we do a little bit of trolling. It's literally on top of a mountain. It's we do a
Oh,
little
that's
bit
the
of trolling.
best.
It's
Yeah.
the best location to land.
I liked it,
It
but
gives you
now
less.
it's just a platform. I don't land it.
It got trolled too hard.
I know
Yeah,
it
someone
trolled too
trolled it.
hard, dude.
It's been
It
trolling too hard. Watch it next.
I also
become-
really like Itchy Isle. Itchy Isle's a really good spot as well.
Yeah,
Itchy
Itchy is the
oh,
best.
I
So
like
good.
Itchy, but like I wouldn't consider it like the best POI.
I just like how the logger's house changes every season.
Yeah, and I really like the lager basement area. It's really cool. And I
Yeah,
like the
the log-
farms. I like going through the farms.
I'm very happy with what happened with the logger's house this season.
Yeah,
And that's
God.
Cynix. It's funny how that's like Cynix's one contribution is the terrain there, because it's actually really good terrain.
Yeah,
I remember he was
dig that.
building it and he asked me to help, but I don't think I did too much.
Yeah.
He said
I
no,
think
I
it
don't
was
think I
Cynix main. I'm crediting that all Cynic, the terrain there.
Yeah.
Which he did a great job on, honestly.
Definitely very good work.
So
I wish Cynic.
I wish they were here. It'll be
we're here,
They're
bro.
busy.
Yeah, because
kind of
me
all
and
for it,
Adrawls
though.
wouldn't have to be here.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
next
was
time.
actually gonna
Wow.
be. Yeah, this podcast is actually just gonna be Ben Swirls and Cynic, but then Cynic didn't appear
Because
and
they
I
were
was
busy.
And
gonna
then
be-
I
But yeah, that's
joined.
not that's kind of our fault because we
Yeah,
did
don't
it.
blame.
Yeah.
You don't have to blame him. They're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was
we
just gonna
troll
be
them.
me, Ben, and then Swirls. But then Advil joined like a minute before we started. I was like, oh, we'll add him.
Yeah, because I
Might as
got
well.
home from Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, he was
Chuck
at,
E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Dude, that's scary.
he got
It was so
trolled hard.
scary. He saw Freddy
Are there
Fazbear.
animatronics there, bro? Or have they gotten rid of them all?
Yes.
Wait,
but
they
they're
actually.
getting rid of them. They're gonna.
Didn't
they're
they get
getting
rid
rid
of
of
them? Oh, they did.
That must
or
be
is
like one of the last places with them there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You're
I
lucky to
would-
witness that.
Yeah.
I would
Saw
tell
Freddy.
you something based.
did he jump scare you, dude?
Yeah, I got jump scared.
Do you go?
Oh, that's so sassy.
Did you have to go for your like sister?
Yes, my sister wanted to go.
Isn't
That's
your
terrible.
sister like older than you?
My sister's an adult.
Yeah, I don't know why she wanted to.
Yeah, why did you want to go there? She's like,
I don't know.
"Gee."
She's like, I want to relive
I wanna
my
go to
life.
Chuck
And
E.
Rooms to
Cheese.
Go was there, and that's where I had to go. I had to go like all the way.
What,
I had
was
to go
she
to
happy?
Georgia just to.
Was she happy or no?
Yes, but I wasn't.
What?
So
What?
Okay.
Whatever. I'm not even gonna question it.
What was
Whatever.
she
It's not
doing?
I thought this podcast was about Fortnite now.
Well, now it's about Chuck E.
It's about
Cheese.
Chuck E.
so
Cheese.
we changed it.
Oh,
okay.
So now we're gonna be moving into the Ninjago podcast section. We just talked for another hour about Ninjago.
I would be down.
Separate
I'd be
podcast
down,
on
but-
different channel, but we're still keeping the
Yeah,
same
we just keep
movie.
it the same. I just cut it. It's two different
It's
ones.
like, okay, guys, we just filmed the Royale podcast, but now we're gonna film the Ninjago podcast, and then
Whoa, bro, that's
the
wacky.
Ninja cast. Is
Isn't
a
that
good
name already taken?
The
No, it's not
Ninjago
like-
cast is taken.
Yeah,
Um,
Ninja cast is
Well, Ninja Cast doesn't sound as
But
good.
Ninja cast sounds dumb, so.
okay.
The
Well, how
Chima
about
cast.
how
The
about
Chima cast.
Gma
yes,
cast.
yes, I love Chima so much.
That's my
bro.
favorite, guys.
Dude.
honestly.
It is so good.
I
So
watch.
good.
Let's
So
do
good.
Chima cast. Anyway,
Well,
Uh-huh.
I think that's
Oh,
gonna be
wait.
about it for this podcast episode.
Wait, Ben, you forgot a really
No!
good question. No, you forgot a really good question, Ben.
I'm not answering your question.
no, if you
Adrawls.
forgot a
No, no, no,
question,
no,
that means it
it's-
wasn't good enough. So.
No, it's from Adrawls, and he's saying, are they
By the way,
affiliated
guys,
with
if you want your question rather than podcast, you should ask a serious question that we can have a legitimate discussion about.
Yeah, that'd be
like,
nice.
those two were really good.
Yeah, everyone in the
three.
Discord besides Steps,
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
besides that one actually good.
besides one man.
But anyway,
was-
thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the podcast.
No problem.
Let me know what guest you guys want me to add on the podcast next time. I want to do more guest episodes because it's fun doing these.
Bring on.
Directing Pete.
That was a very good guess. if
We
I
did
had
directing
to
Pete, dude.
myself.
Maybe we'll
Pete,
do
where's
another
that
directing
Pete?
Pete one.
Come on.
Bring on the Ninjago.
Directing Pete. No, directing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring on the Ninjago voice actor. I'm gonna bring on
directing.
I'm gonna bring on Brent Miller. So
Yeah.
he can interview me about my
Yeah.
amazing voice talent in Ninjago.
Of the
Yeah.
logger, yeah.
Of the logger. He's gonna be like,
Like, "You're a very good voice
I
actor."
interviewed the voice of the logger
Lager.
from Ninjago.
What?
Yes.
from Brim Royale. He's gonna be like, how did you get this role?
I kind of just gave. it to
What's your
myself.
favorite episode of Brim?
What's your favorite episode?
What's
from
your favorite
Royale?
season?
Anyway,
Anyway,
the one where I
I want to
told-
end it now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the podcast episode, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I make podcasts every single Monday,
Okay.
and I will. Okay, bro. Didn't
Okay,
ask. Didn't
Okay.
ask.
Didn't ask.
But anyway,
wait.
I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for listening or watching, whatever you did, and goodbye.